Hey, what's going on, everybody? Matthew from The Right Trader. In just a second, you're going to watch an amazing video of U.S. Senator Ted Cruz disclosing his fairly large Bitcoin investment. And as we know from previous senators, following their trades can be a good idea. That's not financial advice, of course, but enjoy the video.
Incredibly excited and incredibly bullish on Bitcoin specifically, crypto more broadly, but Bitcoin in particular. I think Bitcoin is clearly the alpha in the crypto sphere, both in terms of coming first and also being clearly the most dominant. I think the analogy of digital gold is powerful. And the insight that led to its creation is still extraordinary.
One of the interesting things you'll notice is his kind of Bitcoin maxi stance on crypto. He seems to be a very strong proponent of Bitcoin specifically, and that's something that you'll see throughout the video.
Listen, I'm a Bitcoin investor personally. I have a standing buy order. Every Monday morning I have a buy of Bitcoin that comes in, and I own a little more than 2 Bitcoins. So and every Monday I own a little bit more.
So we can hear that he uses a simple and smart dollar cost averaging strategy, which allowed him to accumulate over 2 Bitcoin.
And I will say, I bought the dip, which I was quite happy with.
You'll also hear him explain that this strategy led to him being able to catch the bottom. The dip, he basically bought it, and I believe he's talking about the dip to $16,000. So that's pretty awesome if you ask me.
But I'm also a long-term investor, so I'm fine with some volatility, and I recognize that there's going to be going ups and they're going to be going down. But 21 million is a number that is a firm number. And I think one of the attractions to Bitcoin, certainly for me, but for many, is as a hedge against inflation. And particularly when you have irresponsible politicians in Washington that spend money like drunken sailors, which is actually not fair to the sailors because at least they're spending their own money, and that print trillions and trillions of dollars. We see inflation all across the country. That was driven by this spending binge that happened the last 2 years in Washington, and it unleashed significant inflation. I think Bitcoin is an important check against that. I think it is also powerful in that it is decentralized, in that it is far less susceptible to government control. Listen, I like Bitcoin for the same reason that the Chinese Communist government doesn't like Bitcoin. They don't like Bitcoin, and they banned it because they can't